Hello, my name is Ine Dazelier and I'm from the KU Leuven eMedia Research Lab. I would like to present to you my work that was published and presented at ICT for Aging Well in May 2020. Nowadays, it is hard to imagine our world without any technology, especially these days where almost all communication has been replaced by virtual meetings with family, friends, colleagues or students, all going digital. The last couple of months proved that almost everything can be replaced by a digital alternative. But is this also what we want? Let's focus specifically on healthcare technologies, for example. Consultations could be replaced by video calls. And also following up on blood pressure or sugar levels or sleep could be measured at home via medical devices. Do you want to monitor yourself and share these results with your physician? And if so, will you still be doing this in 40 years from now? That is exactly what we were trying to find out in this research study. Are people aged 65 years and older ready to adopt a self-management health system in their home environments? We define a self-management health system as an integrated technical system which combines data logging via multiple sensors and/or self-reports like surveys, logbooks or pain scales with data visualizations, and they could possibly be enhanced by risk assessments and decision support. So for example, an activity tracker or a medication reminder are all the examples I mentioned before. In order to measure this, we used a theoretical model for research of acceptance and use of technologies, UTOUT. This technology acceptance model is based on key constructs, suggesting that a high score on these constructs will result in a high behavioral intention, which is a measurement for the actual use behavior. During a 2-week study with 16 participants, we investigated attitudes towards one particular self-management health system. Both before and after the study, a UTOUT questionnaire was taken. In addition, usage logs and interviews were analyzed. From the 16 participants, 6 were male, 10 female. Their mean age was 74.5 years old. All participants lived independently, 12 of them still at home and 4 of them in a service flat. Each participant was given a tablet application where they could fill out questionnaires and review their own results. This is an example of how the application looked like. In addition, 3 sensors were linked before the start of the study, including a blood pressure monitor, an activity tracker, and a sleep monitor. Participants were asked to use these daily, and they could also review their results in the application. For now, I will only look into the results from the UTOUT questionnaire. We measured effort expectancy, performance expectancy, social influence, facilitating conditions, anxiety towards the internet, safety of data, and behavioral intention. All questions were answered on a 5-point Likert scale. Therefore, we aim for a score above 3. We can then see that participants actually found the application easy to use, especially after the 2-week study. Usefulness decreased, scoring slightly above neutral. Social influence was positive, but participants often mentioned they did not yet discuss this with family or their general practitioner. Facilitating conditions remained the same, which was expected during those 2 weeks. And we can see that people were less anxious after using the application. Note that this construct has been reversed. Participants also felt safe regarding their data storage. But finally, polling for their behavioral intention indicated that they were not planning on using this tool, both before and after the study. Thus, we were unable to confirm this UTOUT model. Participants found the system easy to use, but usefulness did decrease, still positive, but anyway, they were not planning on monitoring themselves in the future. And these results actually reminded me of a cartoon from Chapette I once saw about the iPads, but in this case, it could be generalized for technology. Technology can simplify a lot of tasks you never had to do before, indicating that if they do not want to learn or use the system in the first place, it should be made irrefutably useful for them to convince them. If you want more information or if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Thank you very much for your attention.